Welcome back to the Second Hand Club. My name is Gregory, and no, we haven't changed the subject of the channel. It's still about watches, but the reason why we haven't been uploading recently is because we recently picked up this little puppy. Her name is Maple, and she's a small French bulldog, 9 weeks old, and she's taking a lot of time, and that's the reason why I haven't been able to upload. On top of that, December is the busiest month of the year, so we've had quite a few sales, and therefore uploading videos, editing, and putting them online 3 times a week was a little bit tough in the last past weeks. So hopefully now we are able to bring back the regular schedule. In today's video, I want to discuss about the recent auction results, the few good pieces that went at auction at good prices, what went at unexpected prices, and what didn't perform as well. And I want to discuss a new piece from Patek Philippe. So without further ado, let's get into the watch news of this week. We're going to go into the watch news of this week, but before we do so, a lot of you that are watching these videos are not subscribed yet, so we really appreciate if you take the time to subscribe to the channel. Also, please like and comment this video. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It's free and it means a lot to me. It helps me grow the channel. Now let's talk about the auction result from Phillips watches that occurred on December 11 and December 12. And it started immediately with a banger with the famous 5711 Tiffany Edition, which was basically the farewell edition of 170 pieces, limited edition, and it sold for $6.5 million, which is an absolute record for Nautilus from Patek Philippe. And if you haven't seen the video where I talk about this timepiece before the auction, you can see it in the link in the description below. I talk about the timepiece, I give my opinion about what I think Patek Philippe did, and the watch itself. I still stand behind what I said, and I think that the result of this auction shows that I was quite right. I mean, I think it's a really bad move from Patek Philippe. They're literally trying to move away from the fame of one reference, which is the Nautilus 5711, to try to focus on the main core collections that they have with the Grand Complication and more sophisticated pieces. But by pulling such a trick, they're doing exactly the opposite. So it's very interesting to see where Patek Philippe is going to head in the future. And yeah, let's see. I'm very curious about what Patek Philippe will come up with next. Before we end the discussion about the 5711 Tiffany Edition, Jay-Z was the first person that we saw wearing the timepiece. And again, this is something wrong to me. I mean, I understand that he's an ambassador for Tiffany, he's a big watch collector probably, but Patek and Tiffany make people that are really caring and collecting watches a true passion have those timepieces. There are only 170 out there. I'm pretty sure that Jay-Z has a lot of unique pieces, a lot of very rare watches. I don't understand why they're doing this. To me, it's something wrong. I mean, congratulations to Jay-Z for adding this kind of piece to his collection. But again, a wrong move from both brands, Tiffany and Patek, for at least showing it to the public like this, having him have the first timepiece allocated. I think this is not right. Other watches that were interesting during the auction that I thought did very well. This Audemars Piguet reference 25636 ST. It's a stainless steel perpetual calendar. It's extremely rare, quite vintage. I absolutely love the way the skeleton is made, and the hands are absolutely stunning. The watch is made of stainless steel and the screws are made of gold, which helps pop out with the contrast of the skeletonized dial and gives a really cool vintage look to the timepiece. The estimate for this timepiece was between 100 and 200,000, and it sold for $441,000, which is amazing, well deserved for this kind of timepieces. You don't see them around very often. I will say that earlier this year I had the opportunity to own the gold version of this timepiece, which I sold, and I absolutely regret it because now the prices have gone through the roof, and I wish I had kept it a little bit longer. Another brand that did very well is FP Journe, and I selected this Chronometre Souverain black label, which the range was between 20,000 and 40,000, and it sold for 126,000, which I think is a little bit overpaid. I think an healthy range for this kind of timepiece should be between 85 and 95,000. But for those of you that don't know, I mean, these timepieces are quite rare to come across. The black label means that basically you need to be an existing owner from FP Journe to be able to apply and put an application for this black label edition, and they only make very few per year. Each boutique is limited to quantities of timepieces that they can get, so you will see those less and less around. They're quite rare to come across, so congratulations to the new owner. The next watch that scored very, very well is this Rolex Submariner. It's a reference 6204 with a gorgeous patina on the dial. It's estimated to be from around 1954. It's a 37 millimeter watch, and the range runs between 80,000 and 160,000, and it's sold for over $250,000. And the last brand that I think did quite well in general is Lange. And I picked the Langematik Perpetual, which was estimated between 20 and 30,000 and ended up being sold at over 60,000. This timepiece is made of platinum, and it represents all the essence from what Lange is great at doing. Absolutely beautiful timepiece. And I want to give you a warning about Lange. I think that in the future, the value of these timepieces will go quite high. So please make sure that you add a Lange to your collection, and you will thank me later. Last but not least, let's talk about the latest release from Patek Philippe. A few days ago, they launched the 5750P Advanced Research Minute Repeater. And we know that when they have advanced research in the reference of their timepieces, it's automatically something amazing. This year, Patek Philippe has come out with the 5750P Minute Repeater, and let's have a look into this timepiece. First of all, as the reference states, this timepiece is made of platinum, and it will be a limited edition of 15 pieces. Several patents were filed for the Fortissimo sound propagation module, which is basically meaning that Patek Philippe, through their crazy research and development department, have created a gong mechanism that is able to sound much louder even in platinum casing. The system helps propagate the sound wave on all sides of the watch case, which is made of platinum, a precious metal known for presenting the greatest acoustic challenge for a minute repeater watch. The Fortissimo model solves the challenge with the use of an insulation rim made of a high-tech composite material that uncouples the amplifier from the movement. After the sound is routed from the lever to the woofer, it propagates through the narrow openings in the titanium ring at 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock, ensuring that the case material chosen does not influence the sound quality. The movement's platinum micro rotor features the same motif as the dial. The movement caliber R27PS also replaces the steel minute repeater hammers of previous versions with new ones made of platinum, which provide a softer strike without reducing the rich resonance of the sound produced. At 40mm in a platinum case, the elegantly rounded case is just 11.1mm high, with just 0.57mm thicker than the Patek Philippe reference 5178 minute repeater with cathedral gongs. Let me know what you think about this timepiece. I honestly think that this is what Patek Philippe thrives at and what they should be focusing on. This timepiece is obviously the top of the top. There will be only 15 pieces made, and the retail price is 590,000 Swiss francs. So obviously not something that I will personally add to my collection yet. You probably have to be a very good client from Patek Philippe to be allocated this kind of timepiece. I'm pretty sure we will see an example soon at auction. But yeah, that's it for today. This is a wrap. If you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps a lot. In a few days, I will be talking in a watch that is on its way to me, and I can't wait to have it on the wrist and talk about it. In the meantime, have a great day, and see you in the next one.